Previously on SevTech Ages with Dan Bearpig. Welcome to Fort Baykok. This is where we're going to do our spooky boss battle. Let's see if we can get this on the first try. There he is. Okay, there he is. He's up there. Okay. Well, that's no good. And we died. Okay. But we're in here. We're in here. Oh, shoot. But my stuff's out there. Oh. Okay, this is bad. This is bad, guys. Okay. Can I run? Alright. Got my stuff, got my stuff, got my stuff. Okay. Alright. We can do this. Where are you, buddy? Can he be hurt by his own arrows? Just a couple more hits. I think one more hit has him. Eat another sandwich. Come on. Can I go assault him? There he is. Yeah! Okay. Wait a second. That's not how I remember it. That's not how this happened at all. Okay, hold on. I think I know what happened here. What happened is that basically the day after I uploaded my finale to Season 1 with my Baykok battle, after having cheated and summoned him in with commands because the ceremony was literally impossible, they fixed it. They patched Totemic, or they patched the config file for SevTech Ages so that the Totemic ceremonies all give you 50% longer to complete, which is a whole lot more reasonable and results in what you just saw there, a legit ceremony and a legit Baykok battle complete with a death, because I totally fumbled swapping my instruments out for weapons and he got the drop on me. Such is life and death. So that will be, what, my 4th death? And a good way to start off Season 2, I suppose. Speaking of Season 2, it's time for a new base. Here's our old base. Let's take a quick look again. I've got all my buffaloes, I've got my pigs, parrots, eagles, some llamas, some cows, and we're going to leave them all here. I went searching off camera and found literally a perfect spot for a base. I had some specific criteria I was looking for. Specifically what I wanted was a valley surrounded by mountains, or at least next to a mountain, with a waterfall that I can use to irrigate my crops. And I didn't exactly find that. I found something so much better. Let's take a look. I couldn't help it. I went into the ReplayMod and I did a flyover. Because look at this. I've got a nice wide valley to build in. Cliffs on all sides. If you look there in the back, there's this interesting bowl-shaped formation, and I've got some plans for that related to probably abyssal craft. I've got places I can build nice guard towers, a farmhouse. The only issue is that right by the river that you can see, on the other side of which there's a village, I've got a couple of Shoggoth lairs I'll have to take care of, and I've got some tar pits. I'm sure those will be handy later, but for now I think they're just a hazard. But check that out, I'm super excited to build here. This is excellent. Alright, back to the game. And take a look at the map. So here's my current base, and if we zoom out over to the east, I found a potential spot down south, and that looks nice in the savannah, but this, what you just saw here, is this valley, that river, and those mountains. So just to the east, but that is some really rough terrain, so unfortunately it's just not practical to take our handy horse cart and move our base that way. So I'm probably going to craft up some more backpacks and take everything over manually. And I'm definitely not taking any of the animals there. I'll be taking my melter and my heater, and I'll be taking this, what's it called again? A millstone, and the hand crank. And let's take a look at what we have in store for this season. There's our fully completed tech tree from age 0 from the tutorial. Welcome to age 1. Welcome to the next age. Blocks previously hidden will now become visible, such as ore samples and others. And as you probably saw if you watched the end of last season, I've already seen some ore samples on the surface. We're going to get into prospecting, which is really fun. We can find ore samples on the surface, and that will indicate where we'll find big veins of ores underground. And so here's our main quest. We can craft a regular crafting table. We can help locate ore with the dowsing rod. We'll make copper and alloy it into bronze. And we'll get into abyssal craft. That's where those Shoggoth layers will come in. I've been avoiding them so far. We'll go to the beneath, which is a new dimension, and there we'll find new ores such as black quartz and aquamarine. We'll make parchment, and we'll get into some astral sorcery to get to the next age. But the most fun things I'm looking forward to are prospecting for ores and smelting them into alloys, and this automation up here where we can make water wheels and windmills. We can also make a real storage chest. So this age is going to look a lot like regular Minecraft in some ways, and not at all like it in other ways. I should also take a look at the loot that I got from that boss battle. Baykok's bow. And I've got some arrows made out of bone and some made out of flint. So that's a start, and I can craft up more of those as we go. But let's start this age off with something familiar. Upgrade your crafting. I have a familiar crafting table. This feels good. And in here, regular chests. That's going to be so much easier to work with. All that space. Double the space of those blue chests, or green ones. I forget which one's the high-end. Green. Alright, so we're off to a good start with 2 advancements already. Might as well continue with the standard furnace. It's getting hot in here. Look at that. 3 advancements already. What a great start we're off to. Surely this will end in disaster eventually. Okay, so next thing to do, it's going to be pretty tedious to move all this stuff to a new base, so I think I'm going to do that off camera. Depending on how it goes, maybe there will be a time lapse. I'm going to craft up more leather, I'm going to craft up more backpacks, I'm going to carry as much of the stuff that I can with me, and I will meet you in a new location and start off a new base. Alright, here we are. This is where we're putting our new base. As you can see, it's almost an entire day's journey from the old base to the new one. If you were watching closely, the segment previous to this, I was wearing the wrong skin. That's because I wasn't paying attention and I had the skin I have for my vanilla world, which I also have on this channel. And it was too late to fix it when I discovered it. But that's alright. Jane Cobb made a sneak appearance on this episode. This is going to be a pretty short one. All I'm going to do today is that move and this quick update. You can see this is a really good spot. I'm really excited to build here and to get into some of this new stuff. I plopped down all my stuff by this cool looking oak tree here. And whoop, yeah, that big jump. Check this out. I made the wild dog boots. I made them off camera. There's not an advancement for it, so it's not too big a deal, but those sure did help in making this a quick move. But I can sprint pretty fast now. Really handy. But I have to be careful. I put this uncomfortably close to this tar pit. Look at that. Bitumen. So that'll be really nice later, but for now we're going to steer clear of it. Maybe put up some guardrails. I'm also... I chose a real winner here. I'm also very uncomfortably close to that Shoggoth layer. We're going to be assaulting that later. Not yet. It'll be a few episodes. So this season, as I mentioned, I'm on SevTech 3.1.2, so there's been a patch. The nicest patch being that those rituals that gave me so much trouble in the last episode, I have more time to complete them now. But there are a lot of other bug fixes as well. So this is a bunch of brand new chunks that hadn't been loaded before. These have been freshly loaded in 3.1.2, so I don't expect that we'll have any issues. I don't think we would anyway, but just in case. And I have a lot of plans for this area. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for now. And I'm going to go make some plans, decide what I'm going to do this season. The projects are going to be bigger, so I'm either going to have to break up the episodes better, or maybe sometimes, if I'm working on a big project, give a quick update instead of a full episode. We'll see. I'm going to try to keep to the weekly release, though. So if you enjoyed this, please like the video and subscribe, share this channel. I've gone from 12 to 20 subscribers since starting this, and we can only go up from here. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. And this is the moment, setting my spawn in a new area.